Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. So what do you think these are? Well, they're capsules, of course. They have a very pungent kind of odor, kind of almost like vinegary. These are yellow duck, and a great Native American healing agent, and a beautiful plant. And it's been used for hundreds of years by the Native Americans in this North America, and does an amazing job of healing lots of disease processes that we have going on in the body. It grows all over the place. It's also known as Rumex crispus. That's the Latin name. And it grows in the U.S., Central America, South America, Australia, New Zealand, and Asia, and Europe, and basically in moderate climate. So you may have it near you. Probably a lot of other places too. It's a weed. It grows as a weed, and so it probably you have it, but you don't even know it. And a lot of people who live in the woods, they a lot of times use yellow dock to heal themselves, and it's been a great healer for centuries. It's a wonderful diuretic. It makes a person, you know, produce more urine, which is important, and for detoxing. It's also, in general, a good detoxing agent for the blood, also for the liver, and also the gallbladder, and it helps to produce more bile, and so that excrete more of the toxins out of the liver and get, you know, everything nice and cleansed, which is wonderful. It has a lot of powerful antioxidants. A study at a university showed that it had a lot of free radicals and was able to help with prevention and repair of DNA damage. It's an excellent source of vitamin A, which is a powerful antioxidant, and vitamin C, which also helps with colds and flus, which is wonderful. It has a lot of potassium in it, and potassium is really important for heart contractions and also water regulation, which is vital if we want to, make sure that we don't accumulate a lot of water. It's also an antimicrobial agent. The study in another university showed it killed a lot of different anti microbes, including bacterial microbes, and it also fungus, which is amazing. It also helps with lung conditions and helps with nagging coughs and colds and that type of thing. It helps with GI distress. If you have um, problems with your GI tract and you always are upset, University of Massachusetts showed that it helps with indigestion and also stomach aches in general. Like I said, it's a liver stimulant and helps produce more bile and cleansing the liver in general. Great for the skin. I think it's one of the best things for the skin as far as taking a little bit of the ointment, yellow dock ointment. It's great for psoriasis, poison ivy, rashes, and eczema. And also works well for athlete's foot. And Journal of Complementary Medicine also found it's a great anti-inflammatory for a lot of different conditions. Great for anemia because it contains a lot of iron, which is bioavailable. And so to get that iron into your system so you can create more iron in your red blood cells so you get more hemoglobin going, which is great. It also heals constipation because it creates a mucus in the colon, and it also pushes the feces through the colon by increasing transit time. It's a plant which the leaves are edible also. You can use some of them in the salads, which is nice, and they can be cooked also. It does have some oxalates in them, so if you're sensitive to oxalates, you might want to make sure that you cook them and get rid of those oxalates. It comes in a lot of different forms, from powders to capsules to syrups to liquid extract to teas to ointments and creams and just about everything. And you can find it on Amazon and eBay, and if you Google buy uh, yellow dock root capsules or ointment, a lot of different places will come up. It's has a dose which is pretty simple. 2 teaspoons of the dried root in a cup of boiling water. You let it steep for 15 minutes and then drink that. And then drink that about 3 times a day. It's a tincture, 1 or 2 milliliters, um, 3 times a day. And it's capsules. The 500 milligram capsules, take 2 of those and take that 2 or 3 times a day also. And if you are sensitive and usually get upset stomachs, it might upset your stomach, so take it with food. So I know I always take it with food. It's easy to find. Probably your local health food store might even have it too. It does in large doses, and I don't recommend that for cause nausea and diarrhea. And it should not be taken by people who are pregnant, nursing, or small children as normal. And it should be taken only for like 7 to 10 days. As with all herbs, I think that's really important because, everything is a burden on our liver, and we should be kind to our liver and not allow, ourselves to burden our liver any more than we have to. The best thing to do is heal with food as much as possible. But if you do come down with something and you need to use an herb, it's a great way to do it. And it's very important to have a little faith in what we're using. I think that's very important. There are studies showing that if you don't have any faith in what you're using, even in your doctor, it just doesn't work. Even the placebo and nocebo effect are working here. Even Dr. Herbert Benson talked about the fact that all healing is the placebo effect. And I am tending to move in that direction also. That what we think does create changes in our mind and body. We think positive thoughts, we actually know that positive, neural connections happen, and we actually put out hormones to uplift our body. But if we have negative thoughts, we actually decrease neural connections, and we start to hurt the brain, in fact. And so, not good. We need to think uplifting, positive thoughts at all times and start to heal from the inside out. I think that's really key. I've met a lot of people who are just laugh all the time and think the positive about everything. And they hardly ever get sick. I don't see them get sick very often at all. And I think it has to do with the fact that they have this positive image of what life is all about. And I think it's important. If we see everything as terrible, you see a lot of those people with always being sick and grumbling and that kind of thing. So remember, yellow dock, you can buy these in capsule form, you can buy in powders, you can grow your own. I'm sure you can find the seeds to grow it yourself. And it will be another adjunct healing herb that you can put into your garden. Have a wonderful day. Remember to subscribe down below, and also my contact info is there. And please feel free to get a hold of me. All my consults are free. And also, if you care to make a donation, the link is down below, and I greatly appreciate that. I love you.